What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here. We are back with our SAO Rising Steel video. We're hopping right in, and we're going to see the animations for the new Asuna and Yuuki. Okay, so she's like part of it, which makes sense. Okay, that was pretty cool. It also makes more sense why she's like a dark unit. Because right off the bat, it's like, why would Asuna be a dark unit? Okay, so that's cool there. I assume it's going to be the same thing vice versa, so let's take a look. Oh no, she just gets her own Mother's Rosario, okay. So it's basically, it's the same attack. It's literally the same animation. It's just, one has Asuna and Yuuki, and the other one just has Yuuki. So very, very cool there. Very, very nice. Like I said, like I mentioned in my previous video, I'm not, like, super excited for these units, because I really don't need dark units. Like, that's the last element I need, which is actually a good thing for me, because that gives me time to save. So, I have no complaints there. Excuse me. So let's hop over to the banner. Let's actually get these out of the way first, even though doing this kind of messes up my luck sometimes. So, but we're just gonna knock this out real quick. Please don't be a 4-star. Yeah, I didn't think it would be. For those who don't know, when I did my summons originally on, I don't remember if it was ISKCON or if it was this banner, but I think it was this one, where I ended up not getting a 4 stars, and my thing in my head tells me it's because I got a 4-star on the free pull, where I pulled the newer Atis. So, as per usual with the stuff we've got lately, the first step is going to be free, and it is increased rates by 1.5 times, so that means it is a 4.5% chance to pull a 4-star instead of the normal 3%. I've already seen a lot of posts of people getting lucky. You know, it'd be nice to get lucky, even though I don't really need these units right now. I wouldn't even be able to limit break them, and honestly, other than the tower, I feel like if you're not gonna max limit break a character, they really aren't that useful overall. Like, I've got tons of level 80s that I just never use, just because without those dupes, they're not really as helpful. Besides certain abilities for certain ones. But let's take a look. For those who didn't see my previous video, you know, pretty normal stuff here. You know, same step-up routine we've always had. The exchange mechanic is still here. Obviously, it resets, so your points from the Suguha banner do not carry over to this banner. So, which is what they should have done. They should just have it, you know, you can gather up the exchange points as long as you want. And then eventually when there's a banner you want to exchange one unit for, because it's 30 multis, you should be able to do it. But, I digress. Okay, so let's scroll down to the characters. First thing before we go over the units in your summon, I do want to go over, they did add some more units to the general pool. They added the newer, Stacia and Solus, the Asuna and Sinon that came out just a couple months ago, which really feels like it just happened, but I guess it has been a little while. But yeah, so these units are pretty much the same, the only difference being one is a break and one is a charge, and one is a magic resistance debuff, while the other one is a physical resistance debuff, but we'll go over them anyway. So Asuna's charge skill is a magic attack strong on all enemies, increases incarnate charge when enemies are inflicted with physical resistance or magic resistant debuff, incarnate charge 20%. Recreation Darkness, magic attack, extra strong on single enemy, raises magic resistance of all allies by 10% for 2 turns, that's pretty nice there. And then the debuff is Quick and Feebler Luminous, lowers physical and magic resistance for a single enemy by 10% for 1 turn. Also lowers defense and magic defense by 10% for 2 turns when the enemy is light elemental. Short wait time after using skill. So they're basically what the the newer Alice we got a little bit ago does, but they have an added thing. Because with the Alice, her thing is just, you have to be against the specific element you're good against for anything to happen with the debuff. But they made this a little better. So you get the normal physical and magical resistance against any enemy. But then you get the added effect if that enemy is light elemental. So that's pretty cool there. And then her incarnate skill is Mother Rosario of Assembled Thoughts, which we just saw. Incarnate magic attack on single enemy lowers magic resistance by 20% for 1 turn. Deals additional damage on enemies inflicted with debuff. So pretty much for both her incarnate skill and for her charge skill, you're going to want to use this debuff. So this debuff is going to be very important for using this Asuna. And the same thing's going to apply for this Yuuki down here. So as you can see, the charge skill for Asuna is, oh wait, no. I'm looking at the wrong thing. When you look at their assault skills, no wait, which one? I'm getting all confused. No, it's the incarnate. Okay. So physical resistance for incarnate, magic resistance for the other incarnate. Okay. So break skill for Yuuki. Slash attack strong on single enemy. Lowers magic attack by 10% for 1 turn. And the incarnate break is 50%. Pretty standard there. I like the lowering magic attack. That'll be nice. Even though it's only for 1 turn. So definitely if Yuuki is the last one to go before the enemy's turn, definitely something you want to do there. Vorpal Destruction. Slash attack extra strong on single enemy. Deals additional damage on enemies inflicted with a physical resistance or magic resistance debuff. And then she also has the Quick and Feebler Luminous, which is the same thing here as it is for Asuna. It's literally word for word. It's the same thing. And then her Mother Rosario is the same thing as well, just physical resistance instead of magic resistance. And then quickly, right before we do our summon, I just want to check the event shop for this ranking event. So 50 dark gems, that's pretty nice there. We're gonna start getting our tickets for this free TSA. And we got some weapon tickets, and that looks like really the only important... I mean, some of this other stuff is nice to have, but those are the important items, it seems. So it seems like it's a... Is it a shorter event? Oh, I guess since it's a ranking event, it would be shorter. Which is kind of funny, because they're starting the next ranking event. We still don't have the rewards, so unless they're in my box, and I'm just dumb. Nope, we still don't have it. So that's kind of funny here. And what is... Oh, this is just for... Well, stamina will be nice to have. Alright, I've stalled long enough. Let's go ahead and let's just do our summon. I think of the two... I guess I prefer Yuuki just because as a regular sword unit, she'd be a lot more useful to me. Despite the fact I'll be able to exchange for a rapier. If we do pull one of the 2 units, actually no, I won't do a weapon summon regardless because I am still saving for, to do the final step here. Even though I already pulled Sugu, who was my main goal here, it almost feels like a waste to not do the guaranteed step afterwards, so... That is what I'll be saving up for. I'm not going to do any weapon summons, but let's see how this summon goes. Maybe we'll get some of the luck that everyone else has been getting. We'll see here in a second. And of course, because I am so stacked with Dark Elemental units, I will not be going into this banner at all, besides the free step. It's looking like this is going to be one of those dead pulls. Which is fine. Like I said, these aren't units that I'm super invested in having. Even if I did pull them, they'd just be sitting in my box. I mean, I'd probably use them for the event, but until I actually have enough Dark Crystals to limit break them, it wouldn't be someone I would actually end up using. Yeah, I think this is going to be a dead pull. Which is pretty standard. I think we got like 1 or 2 more units. He's probably the last one. Yep, pretty much what I expected. But, yeah. I think that's pretty much everything I want. Oh, actually, there is one more thing I want to go. Let me see if, do they have the stats for... I want to see what the free-to-play TSA does. Do they have her stuff in here? It doesn't look like they do. I guess they wouldn't because we're not going to be able to get her immediately. But oh well. That's going to be it, guys. I will have a video out on the ranking event here in a little while. Probably not till Monday or Tuesday, just because I do have the Tales of the Rays banner to do a video on tonight, and that'll probably come out tomorrow on Sunday. So kind of a little bit of a break between SAO and Tales. So that's pretty much what we're going to be looking at here. But I expect I'll do pretty well with this event, considering you're fighting light enemies. And if we look here, let's go to dark. I'm pretty stacked when it comes to dark characters. Obviously, I don't have a ton of level 100s, but, you know, we at least have the Kirito, the Yuuki, and the Liz right there that I will be able to make great use of. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Let me know how you guys did down below if you did do any summons for these units. I'm sure there are a lot. I think there are a lot of players who are still lacking dark units from what I've seen. So hopefully you guys were able to get some dark units. And yeah, this is the second banner. I think this is going to be I think there's only 2 banners because this was the only slot, like, not filled for the preview stuff for the anniversary. So there's probably not going to be another anniversary banner after this. The next banner we get will probably just be a regular banner, and we'll actually see if they're going to go back to the half-off steps instead of the free steps, but we'll see. That's going to be it, guys. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.